So if you could tell me your name and what course you're on and what your placement was.
Yeah, my name's Christian Young. I'm on the MEng Automotive Design course, and my placement was with BAE Systems Global Combat Systems Munitions.
And what was your role on placement?
My role was, the title of my role was a design engineer, but I spent most of the time doing evaluation of new processes. So I basically ran an entire project by myself, which was very high profile and lots of stress, good fun.
And how did it feel coming back from placement to university?
Coming back to university was a very different change. I mean, I was used to 9 to 5 working, I did a lot of overtime, but it wasn't so much, not as academic. Whereas coming back to university, I had lots of project works. It's been quite a difficult adjustment, to be honest.
Did you feel any of the skills that you learned on placement transferred over to your final year?
Yes, definitely. Time management a lot. As well as time management, you've got project management, especially for your final year projects. Again, I learned basically how to manage a project on my own, so now it's quite easy to manage my time in my final year project.
What help did you receive from the university either before or during your placement?
Well, I applied for that placement off my own back because BAE weren't advertised at university, but as soon as I got interviews and assessment centres, the placements unit were fantastic. They gave me a mock interview, they gave me advice on assessment centres, how to go about them, really, really good support. They even checked through my application for me as well.
Did they give you any support during your placement?
Yes, you have your placement tutor visits. He came down twice to Wales and I gave him tours of the place and he was very interested. In fact, it's because of that I got my final year project from him. We sort of collaborated. And yeah, the placements unit, not that I needed much help because everything was sorted, but they were always available and they always answered any emails I sent. So
you're actually involved in your placement on your final year project?
Sort of. My final year project is in forensic ballistics. And obviously, with BAE Systems being a premier manufacturer of munitions in the UK, I've got any support I need, and I've got access to a lot more information than I would have otherwise.
Were you offered a graduate role?
Yes, I've been offered sponsorship for the final 2 years of my course, and a graduate role which I signed the contract for, so I'm guaranteed a job, provided there are jobs in BAE Systems, obviously.
And do you know what your graduate role will be?
Not yet. The contract's worded so that they'll basically put you anywhere where there is available jobs, but on the graduate scheme you get to move around every 6 months for 2 years and find the role that suits you best.
In your opinion, what was the benefits of going on placement?
Basically, got to know a lot of people, learned an awful lot about how engineering works in real life, experienced 9 to 5 working job in an office, doing actual work, earned a lot of money, definitely a plus side there, and I've got a job after, so I can concentrate on my final year now without having to worry about what I'm going to do after university. I can walk straight into a job as a result of my placement year.
And finally, what advice would you give to students looking to go on placement?
Apply for as many jobs as possible. Always think about what you can bring to any team. You've learnt a lot at university even in your first 2 years, so be confident, be yourself, and don't quit. There's plenty of jobs out there and you've got to fight for them.